realign, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thundered, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. But haters get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got. I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Hey. the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! At their own 19-yard line.
Hey, ready, Blue 80! Blue 80! 47! Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On second and very short, Ryan caught by Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw again. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10.
Ready, 5-9. We go 21.
Play action. Breeze. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The target that time, Michael Thomas. Third down here.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Going up top. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he's flushed out left. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Opposite.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Fights through and now a crease. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
Here's Breeze to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Ready?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Switch up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch out. You're good. 5-4, ready. 5-1. 55, Mike, guy, 55. Hey, Charlie. Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Breeze going to throw. It's caught. Smith. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Blitz coming, and down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
12. Check. Rest in. Hey, kill.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That'll be complete to Cook. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Complete to Washington. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
21. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, let's go.
Breeze now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A second broken tackle. And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 93 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See, rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 55. Check.
Now Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Kill. Just like that. Just like that. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping.
Now Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Yellow lady. Hey, easy. Here we go, Keith. All day, Keith.
Breeze now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Ryan, able to power through. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Ryan, complete to Jones. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Throwing now is Breeze. He'll air it out deep. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Mike 55, Mike 55. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Breeze. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right, hey, Alpha. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
To throw, it's Breeze. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta.